So the reason why I'm making this cut is, rather than my hammer, is I've got like that big to cut off. Now, yeah, I could hammer it. That's going to make a lot of gravel. It's a lot of opportunities to get allergies again. There's opportunities to break the stone, but just as a general rule, if I'm removing more than 4 inches, it's right at 4 inches, and it's nearly 2 feet long. So rather than sit there hammering for that whole time, I'm just going to make it the cut with the saw. This one's really on the line. As I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, yeah, I could hammer this. There's no reason not to, but it's really on the line. Any bigger than that, I'll definitely saw cut. So the first thing you do when making a saw cut, you want to score the entire line. That way you don't lose it. Once you start cutting, all of the dust might obscure your line. Also, if the line has any curve or any bend to it or whatever, you don't want to score it. So once I've scored it, you can't bend the saw blade. That's not safe or effective. So what you do is you score the entire thing, and it's a bit curved. And then I'm going to perforate it. I'm going to do stab, 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 do like 4 or 5 stabs, pretty much all the way through, then hammer to bust it out. I'm using the Evolution saw. This is quicker and deeper than an angle grinder. It's going to be a little bit quicker than cutting with an angle grinder, but not as heavy to wield or as noisy or time consuming to start up as a 14-inch, big saw. So, it's freezing cold today. We're right around 31 degrees, just right at freezing, so we're not using water to cut. In any case, whether I'm using water or not, I'm always going to wear a dust mask. So the other thing about the saw cut is, the remnant that I have, rather than just that being basically gravel, rubble that I get from hammer cutting, I've got a piece that might be used in a dry stone wall at a later date as, as a more structural back member. So the other thing about doing this saw cut is it makes this perfectly straight line. All of the other fits that I've done here haven't been done with the hammer, so they're natural fit. So after I saw cut it, I'm taking the hammer and removing these little chips of stone to return it to a natural looking edge. And I'm wearing my safety glasses while I do that.